to build a relationship that you see now that we embrace each other. I can call in the middle of the night. She calls me. I'm here fighting, and I shared with her the legislation I introduced 3 years ago, Missing and Murdered African American Women and Girls Task Force. And I began to share with her the purpose of the task force, that Wisconsin had the highest missing amount of women and girls in the nation between 2019 and 2020. And I said, there's 90,333 missing black women and girls in the nation. Do you know 5 black women a day are killed? And she said, what? And I said, yes. This task force is going to get us the data that we need. We're going to, something's happening with reporting with different agencies. And I began to share that with Mrs. Scarborough, and she said, I'm going to support you. Whatever I could do to be supportive to you, Representative Stubbs, I'm going to do that. But most importantly, we need the state to pass this legislation. We couldn't save Sade, but we have a chance to save somebody else. And that's what I stand here on today. And with this verdict, I stand here with the family, and it was the right verdict, and I'm going to be back with the family again at sentencing. And I think this is a great day for the Scarborough family. And I think more importantly, Ms. Scarborough can begin to rest. Mr. Carlos can begin to rest. They haven't had a chance to really sleep. This has been a lot. You know, it's very traumatic. And the one thing I can say as a representative, I write legislation. I write law. And I want to make sure the one thing I can get done this session is to get this task force passed into law. I want to thank you. I want to thank your news channel and all the reporters, because we know from statistics the media is 4 times less likely to cover this case or to cover any cases regarding missing and murdered African American women and girls, and you all have done a phenomenal job. So thank you for taking the time to share that with me.
Thank you, Shelia. And I do have one question. With this verdict, this victory for Sade's family, do you think that's going to help with this task force that you're trying to introduce again? You said the 3rd time.
Absolutely. I can't wait to get back to the Capitol today and to do the social media and to reach out to my colleagues and say, we have to. This is no longer cases pending. There is a verdict now. We still have justice to do for Sade. You heard Ms. Scarborough. No one could have said it better than her, to write the legislation, and the attorney to write the legislation, to continue to do the work that needs to be done to keep Sade's memories out there, and to make sure that we vote in the right people. There's so much we can do that includes the word of justice. But I hope you will join me in our state capitol when I can stand up and say that we just passed this missing and murdered legislation across the